In terms of classic movie monsters, vampires have always been the frontrunner. Done to death, and the world still finds new ways to revamp it. What about demonic possession? Well, that's just good old-fashioned fun for all the family. Nothing new there either. Now, demonic possession of a vehicle? Been done. I said possessed, not repossessed. But yeah, that's also been done.
Repo Man. The story of the ultimate repossession.
So, say there's a film with all three. Yeah, it's been done, but not nearly as often. And this one hasn't had the fanfare it deserves, in my opinion. I Bought a Vampire Motorcycle stars man behaving badly, Bob the Builder, Neil Morrissey as
Oddie! Nick Oddie. My friends call me Noddy.
And is set in Birmingham, one of the scariest places in England, nay, the world. The story opens with an occultist biker gang making a sacrifice to summon the Dark One. And a second biker gang interrupts with an arrow through the neck.
Surprise!
Too little too late though, the Dark One, who looks very cheeky, possesses the body of the cult leader. With no fuel in the getaway bike, he bleeds into the petrol tank, making some kind of evil biodiesel as opposed to the more expensive evil stuff, regular diesel. And a legend is born. Nod the Builder procures this slightly damaged, lightly haunted bike with one careful possessor to fix up.
What's all this stuff on the engine block then?
Dunno. Looks like HP sauce to me.
His ever-helpful mate Buzzer decides to play a mischievous little prank by stealing the petrol cap. Such a kidder.
Buzzer probably took it for a joke.
The bike does not share his sense of humour.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I'll live.
The next day, Noddy and Kim are alerting to the fact that Buzzer's had a bit of an accident.
Didn't bother about it though, because I thought he was watching one of his video nasties, eh, Bud?
Now, it's obvious to us, the viewers, what's happening. With a bike-sized hole in the door, blood and tyre marks covering the walls, it was obviously a suicide. But the coppers are stumped. They need Noddy to identify the body, because British police haven't got the time for formalities like morgues and not emotionally scarring the public. When they said identify the body, they really meant just the head. Noddy's script is 80% stupid puns and 20% terrible acting, but he delivers the puns really badly
Can I have
too.
a duck or not? Yeah, I'll have a butcher's. Cleaver. Not like old Buzzer to go to pieces. You gonna be okay? Yeah, I'll live. This is more than that to say for poor old Buzzer.
Nobody seems overly bothered that this has happened, as this is standard fare in Birmingham. Noddy is also more preoccupied that the inspector has terrible breath and that he has a bike to fix. I have no idea why they decided to make a bike leer lecherously at a woman, but here we are.
Noddy?
What's the matter? Do you want me to move them?
Yes, please. Oh, very funny. Get up.
It's okay though, because Neil Morrissey and Amanda Noah were married in real life at the time, so it's fine. It's not sexual assault. They were divorced the next year. It's probably got nothing to do with this film though. When taking the Norton for a spin on the back of a very obvious trailer, he approaches the biker gang from earlier. Following this, the inspector brings around some of Buzzer's personal effects and Kim laments about the smell.
Hello, Noddy.
The next scene made someone I know laugh so hard they threw up. A Tamagotchi. The next scene made someone I know laugh so hard they threw up. And I'm not sure how much I could show you on YouTube. Can we do charades? I don't actually want to do charades for this. Can we animate it? They put this in the trailer, goddammit. This was like a huge selling point.
It's me, Noddy. Look. Noddy, Noddy, here I am.
Fortunately, another trauma-induced nightmare. But what nightmares will we get from that trauma? The dog is called Donut, and it's Neil and Amanda's real-life dog. Isn't that lovely? Oh. Not only has the bike shut itself away in the garage, it's covered itself in bits of meat. Of course, it can't go into the sun, so they have to take a different bike to Buzz's funeral. Did you know they have motorbike hearses with special long sidecars for the coffin? A really nice way to send off a bike lover. But the funeral costs were already a bit steep, so just prop it up in a regular one. Take the bike to the pub next, since the sun's gone down, but the bikie gang has clocked the Norton. Instead of calling the police, when Roach fires a crossbow bolt into the bar, the landlord just lets them order drinks.
10 pints of lager and a packet of crisps, please.
Okay.
Because, well, at least they're not doing unspeakable things to the bathroom. While the bike's doing its naughty bike stuff outside, Chopper's asking if Kim wants to see his chopper.
I haven't bought me magnifying glass.
Oh, you won't need that. Have a look at this.
Which kicks off a good old-fashioned bar brawl. And some of the worst catchphrases I've ever heard.
Sweet dreams, shithead! Now, it's death time!
Actually, it's escape time.
Get us out of here, walk factory!
Who ordered a packet of crisps?
Honestly, I'm sure this is why they got divorced. Instead of going straight back home or calling the police or anything, the rational next thing to do is get a Chinese from Burt Kwok, who would only be in the movie if he had no lines, which is very on brand. The purchase of garlic prawns, however, proves a step too far for Bikey.
And, portion of garlic prawns. Please.
She narrowly skips a bush with becoming a human Capri-Sun, so the bike cuts its losses and goes back to the pub to get some proper revenge in. At this point, the film starts to get a little bit more fleshed out, in case the lead up to this point wasn't cutting it for you. The rest of the bikers finally leave the pub, and our bike is quick to follow on an action-packed bike chase. But they're no real match for a demon-possessed machine with a thirst for blood and a penchant for lopping off heads. The leader, Roach, only manages to get away due to a fortunately placed crossroads sign, albeit with an arrow up his bum. And Inspector Cleaver doesn't get too far with interviewing him about it. Even after murdering like 7 people, the bike's running low on fuel, so it has to drink a lady, and generally go around causing some mayhem, including helping out an innocent drink driver.
I haven't had a drink, small.
Oh, shit!
And ensuring this old man doesn't have to go home from hospital quite yet. Still not content, he gets his own back on fascist traffic wardens next. It's got to be like 4 AM, when surely it's free parking after 6 PM. Why is she working? Finally sated after a good night's work, he takes himself back to bed. But I guess the finding of a severed leg and a tank full of blood is enough to get a priest involved. Recognise this guy? Huh? What about if we had a shiny gold hat? What about if we put this bin next to him? That's right, this is what C-3PO looks like under the Baco foil exterior. Everyone in this film has to have some kind of motorbike, and a man of the cloth is no exception. Bit overkill, but churches don't pay taxes, so priests can ride these around to christen babies and hang around schools. So you still don't believe this bike is trouble?
You're stuck on something.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And now our whole cast is in hospital discussing the hierarchy of demons and performing a general all-purpose exorcism while making sure Kim is fully protected, of course. Vicar gathers everything they need to perform the ritual: crucifixes, holy water, garlic, sticks. Shurikens. And you always know how supernatural shit's going down when it gets hella windy and you get tools flying about. The exorcism is completed. Did it work? Well, with 25 minutes to go, I'm gonna say...
And of the holy shit!
No. And the bike is on the loose again, in hot pursuit of Noddy, interrupting the police involved in something much more important. And the nurses only now realise that it's probably not okay to hang garlic around a ward, leaving King totally unprotected. Yep. Well, I hate to say I told you so. Just as the priest and Noddy arrive, the motorbike has to return some videotapes, which is slang for swiftly dispatching of roach. On finding the bike again, turns out all Noddy had to do was drown it in a canal. And that's the end of that chapter. Again. Gosh, who knew getting rid of demonic entities would be so hard? Noddy takes refuge in her gym. This guy forgot his PE kit, so I had to do it in his pants. And this guy won't let a stupid bike driving spikes through his friend's hand interrupt his reps. And after a really low energy chase around this gym with a stage covered in tinsel, turns out hitting it with a pipe is the way to vanquish a vampire motorcycle.
Bastard!
What? Ooh, well, didn't see that coming. And now we get the call back to Inspector Cleaver with his bad breath. Who would have predicted that? Fortunately, this cutting-edge gym also has a sun lamp, so combined with the detective hissing at it, finally, it completely meets its match. For real. So the bike gets claimed on insurance as demonic possession is included in comprehensive cover, and they manage to get it back to try and fix it up again. Seems like a really good idea. Of course, there was no sequel, so we can only assume that the bike ate Noddy and Kim and exploded everyone in Birmingham, which most people will be very pleased about. I find this stupid film so great. It's got a great amalgam of horror, comedy, gore, and people being too British.
You're a complete plonker.
Oh, bollocks! I fancy a Donald.
No.
Oh, fuck. Shit. What the fuck's happened here? Fucking hell. Bloody thing. You bastard! Oh, shit. Oh, for Christ's sake. Bloody hell. Bugger! I ever show you how to weigh a pair of tits?
No.
With quite a weird choice of cast, but nevertheless, it works. And I don't think it gets the love it deserves. The special effects are surprisingly well done, which makes up for Neil Morrissey being...
Farted. What are you having?
Neil Morrissey. I have a real soft spot for it, and I hope maybe you'll watch it for yourself.
Watch on Tubi, which is amazing. Watch it on Tubi.
That's it from me. I have to go now. Don't forget to subscribe. I did write this script with the impression that I would be able to have a bike. Unfortunately, I can't fit a bike. Thank you so much to my patrons, my viewers, everybody involved in this. Thank you very much to Gooey Squid for the animation there. It is beautiful. I love Gooey's work. He's on Twitch. Check him out. I'll see you next time.